What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Asia Kamira TV. Today, I know I'm looking rough, but I'm at home and I am quarantined. That's right, I said I'm quarantined. And a lot of people are not happy about this and they're complaining and they're being hard headed. My video today is going to be on social distancing and why aren't we doing it? Now, I know we're all sick and tired of hearing about the coronavirus. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it, but this is a message that I'm going to get out because I feel like it is completely necessary and that we have to listen. Now, I know it's hard because a lot of us are so used to constantly being around other people. A lot of us work in the service industry. Me, I've bartended, I've done bottle service, I've been a waitress. So I'm used to being out and about, which I've recently calmed down a lot because it's just like the same people, same stuff. And it's a lot of fakeness out there. So it's like, why am I even pressed to be around this type of scene or energy or vibe when people are really not your friends? You know what I'm saying? So I have calmed down from doing that a lot. It's just like not in my interest. Except for with my very close friends, I might go out sometimes. I haven't done a Let's Talk video in quite a while, and I thought what better time than now because it's necessary and it's needed. And a lot of you probably won't like me after this video. You probably didn't like me before this video, but hey, who cares? So let's get right into it. And a lot of people are saying, well, I'm so used to being around my friends. I'm so used to going out, being able to have a drink. And my thing is, when do we become so dependent? Like, it's okay to want to hang out with friends, to want to go out, to want to do this, that, and the third. But when did we become dependent on it to where we can't sit and enjoy our own company? Like, this lets me know that we have no other hobbies. And it's sad that this generation is dependent on drinking, partying, and being around people. Like, we can't function unless we're around others. And to me, that's sad because, yeah, it's going to get a little lonely, but this is more time for us to grow in our bodies, our minds, our souls, our relationships with God. And why can't that be enough? That's what I'm wondering right now. Like, why do we have to have gatherings and why do we have to socialize when this is clearly dependent on our health and some of our lives? And a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm young, so it's not going to affect me, or my immune system's too strong. But hey, say you do catch it, and yeah, you get over it really fast, but say you have it and you don't know, because a lot of people are not even displaying symptoms. So say you have it and you don't know, and you go to one of your loved ones' houses that has a compromised immune system, like cancer or HIV or AIDS, leukemia, lupus, asthma. It's even something as simple as that. So like, say you pass it on to them and then they can't bounce back from it because you want to be selfish. That's not cool. And then I also don't understand how they're saying limit your gatherings to 10 people or more. If people are not displaying symptoms, we're not being able to get tested unless we have symptoms, why are we even still having gatherings? Because all it's going to take is that one person within that group to pass it to everyone within that group and say they go to the next social gathering of 10 or less and they pass it to those people and so on. Why is it so necessary that we continue to have gatherings and then people are making quarantine parties because they can't be alone? Like, it's really sad and it's selfish. Now, I'm not trying to come at you guys on a high pedestal or like I'm holier than thou, because I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to get there with God. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying, okay? So don't come for me. When I saw this outbreak and when I see how big it's continuing to get, I'm like, wow, God is not pleased with us. He is literally doing everything to stop our way of life, work, which is a lot of us working in bars and restaurants, all that's shut down. And the strip clubs and the clubs and all that's shut down. Basically, that's stopping a lot of us from that type of work and a lot of people from going out. And the way that I'm seeing it is that God is trying to tell us something. And a lot of us grew up in the church. I know I did. Maybe some of y'all didn't. I don't know. But I grew up in the church. And one thing that they always drilled into us is that God is a jealous God. And I feel like a lot of us have been placing idols before him. And now he's trying to take that away from us. And y'all are still finding ways to put alcohol and partying and smoking and drugging and all this stuff above him. And we're still not getting it. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are we still not getting it? How do we get to the point where we can't hear his voice and we can't be still? Why is it so important that we have to go party? Like, to me, it's just really, really sad. It's sad that we can't get it together and that we can't take heed. Like, these are clearly the end times, which they've been saying that my whole life, but it's becoming more and more apparent, and we're still not getting it. We're still sucked into this worldly lifestyle of partying and drinking and drugging and doing whatever, which I'm not saying that it's completely wrong and you're not supposed to do that. I'm not saying that, but we do need to take a step back, and I think that's what he's trying to do. And not only is it this virus going around, but it's literally flooding in Texas and there's tornadoes. Like, I feel like that's him saying, okay, if y'all don't want to calm down, I'm gonna find other ways. Like, he's trying to get our attention. That's how I see it. He's a jealous God. He wants us to put him first. This is the time that we can be taken out to get closer to him, get our lives right, because at the end of the day, this world is not our home. And I feel like a lot of y'all are hell-bent on making it your home. And if that's your choice, say that's your choice. But I seen someone tell me earlier, everyone's not gonna like your suggestions and take them into account. Okay, cool. This is just my opinion on what I think is going on in the world and how we can fix it and how we can overcome this a little more fast. But with people being so hard-headed and selfish, I just don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what this virus is for real. And they've been saying that. Yeah, they said it was like the flu at first, but it's not. It's worse. A lot of people are losing their lives, which people did with the flu too, but this is more serious and it's spreading a lot more fast. You didn't see a lot of people with this much. Like, the flu spread this fast or that much. So this is a lot more infectious, and I feel like we should take it more seriously. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear it because y'all are so into the groove of your lifestyle. You're so used to doing this, that, and the third. And I get it. Your routine is jacked up. Your lifestyle is messed up. But it's okay to sit down for a second. It's okay to take a beat. It's okay to rest. It's okay to recuperate. It's good for you. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. I don't know why we're making it like this is jail or something. Like, enjoy yourself. Enjoy time by yourself. Sleep. Wake up. Read the word. Exercise. Drink plenty of water. Clean your house. Clean your car. Do something. Like, man, y'all are really blowing me. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw this whole coronavirus thing is, it's in China, no biggie. It's not going to affect us here. Then when I saw the first case and the second case, I was like, okay, hopefully they can, control that and it'll just be those couple of cases. And I did keep partying and going out because I thought, no biggie. They were comparing it to the flu. And I have a pretty high strong immune system, knock on wood. But I just thought, no big deal. But now that I see how fast it's spreading and the shutdowns and the restaurants closing and the quarantines and all this stuff, I'm saying, okay, yeah, it's a little more serious. And I felt like that's something that a lot of people would grasp, but it's not seeming to happen. And it's baffling how selfish this generation is and how dependent we are on partying and hanging out with each other and drugging and smoking and drinking. Because a lot of people's main concern I've seen is, I want to go have a drink. Like, this is your everyday way of life. Do you not pray? Do you not meditate? Do you not exercise? Do you not read? Do you not watch movies? Like, you can still talk to your friends on the phone. No one's stopping you from doing that, or FaceTiming. There's a lot of ways to still socialize without being in someone else's space. So I'm just not understanding why this is like dire for y'all. I mean, I miss my best friend. I was living with my best friend for the last 2 years. So I recently moved out, but I was used to seeing her every single day. So do you think I'm not missing my best friend and her baby? You think I'm not missing them? I definitely am, but I'm not like gonna risk the baby getting something. Like, what if I have it? I don't know, you know? I'm not gonna risk going over there and catching it from someone else. They said to social distance, and that's what we need to be doing. I don't even think the whole 10 feet stuff is okay at this point, because the stuff can stick to surfaces. Like, the stuff that they're feeding us on the news is what's making y'all think it's not that serious. But if you really look into it and all the things that it can stick to and how it can spread, you would just really stay home. And I don't understand why we can't just stay home and enjoy relaxation for once. Like, sometimes it's okay, like, to settle down from all the hustle and bustle, the work. God has given us a break from work, from constantly running around to this or that place. Like, this is a time of rest. Let your mind rest. Calm down, sit down. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know why y'all are so pressed to be out in the mix. That's what we used to call it back in the day, the mix. Like, I see people saying they're gonna host pajama parties, quarantine parties, ha 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 ha. But like, what if all y'all got it now? Like, y'all gonna keep spreading it, and y'all are mad because they keep prolonging the shutdown, and they're prolonging the shutdown because we keep spreading it. So they're telling us to quarantine, right? So in my mind, or my translation of that is that we need to stay home, stay out of the way, stay to ourselves, and heal for whatever time period they're saying that we need to, which was, what, 2 weeks? I don't know what it is now, because I see they prolonged it, I think, again. But it's being prolonged because it's continuing to spread, because we're not following guidelines. And people are saying, oh, that's your opinion, that's your opinion. No, they're literally guidelines from the CDC. It's guidelines. And no one's trying to punish you. Like, a lot of people are saying, I'm not listening to the government. I'm still going to do this. Who going to stop me and all this? Like, come on, guys. At some point, we got to stop being selfish. Like, when do we stop enjoying the company of our family members? Like, we can't stay home and enjoy the company of our family and our kids. I know a lot of y'all have kids, and I see y'all are still worried about partying, which is beyond me. Like, why that's so important to y'all. I feel like we devoted so much time to the world, and God is saying, now it's my time. Now it's my time. And if I can't find another way to take that, I'm gonna make you give it to me. If you're not gonna find time to give me, I'm gonna take it. That's how I see it. I'm not saying any of this to make anyone like afraid or scared, but just to bring awareness that we clearly have to do better. And if turning up is that serious to you, then y'all should be willing to quarantine for a little while so you can do it a little bit sooner, if it's that serious. And I feel like right now we just need to stop taking this thing as a joke. Like, yeah, it's fun and games, you know, to make jokes of the situation, but don't take the situation as a joke. We need to take it a little more seriously and stop taking it so lightly, because it is serious. It is. Y'all see how fast it's spreading. Like, it's a serious thing, and people are dying. People are losing their lives from it. And we have to stop being selfish and take into account the lives of others, our loved ones, your friends' loved ones that we can possibly be passing it to. Because people carry a lot of germs with them, and these germs can't be seen. We have to be more cautious and more mindful of the things that we're doing and less selfish. Social distance. That's my word of today, social distancing. I get it. We all need money. I see a lot of people, y'all are still working and still doing makeup and hair and nails and doing all that. And I understand, like, we want to look good and we all need money. I get it. But really, what are we looking good for? Because you can't really go anywhere. Why are we still going to malls and nail shops and makeup appointments for what? When they're clearly telling us to quarantine. Like if I could just grasp y'all's concepts. Like, if you have a really good concept behind why you're still doing these things, please comment below, because I would like to know. I'm so confused. I'm taking this as a time to get our minds right, our bodies right, our souls right with God. And this is the perfect time when we don't have any obligations. I feel like He's given us the perfect time to get right with Him. And I say, why not? Why not give Him this time and devote to Him and get right with Him? He's given us the opportunity. Don't let it go to waste. And yeah, it's a scary time. And I'm not even really scared. I'm not going to say I'm scared, because I trust God wholeheartedly. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I trust God. I ain't going to get it, blah, blah. But if you keep going out and doing what they're saying to not do, you probably will. That's like saying, God, please let my hair grow, but you keep cutting it. That's not the way it works. You still have to abide by some rules. You still have to use logic. And I know that a lot of you guys are probably going to be upset that I put this message out there, but it needed to be said. And all I'm going to say is I hope that we get this together sooner than later, that our country can come together and we can follow the guidelines and get well sooner than later. Because I see a lot of the other countries they're overcoming theirs pretty fast. And I think it's because they're following what their countries are telling them to do. They're not still trying to do, but I'm pretty sure they don't have a lot of the stuff that we have here anyway. A lot of the amenities that we have in the U.S. But we just have to listen, guys. We have to take heed. I know we want to make money. I know we want to party. I know we want to have fun. We want to see our friends. We want to drink. We want to do all this stuff. But this is the time to get right and to get our minds together. This little segment is going to be all the things that I have been doing to keep myself safe. One, I carry a can of Lysol in my car, and my friend laughed at me because I sprayed the gas pump before I touched it, but that's just one of the precautions that I'm taking. I spray my door handles on outside of the car, inside of the car, the wheel, and everything that I touch in the car. When I get home, I immediately wash my hands. I wipe everything down that I had outside with me with alcohol, and I have 91% isopropyl, or whatever they call it. I have 91%, and I wipe everything down that I touched. Then I get in the shower. I take a really steaming hot shower for about 20 minutes. I literally scrub every inch of my body. 20 to 30 minutes, but like I'm taking a steaming hot shower. Like, it's a sauna in there. My whole body is like red, which was probably a little too much, but I do that. And then I moisturize. And then I get into bed. And I do this every day. I wake up, we have Clorox wipes, and I wipe everything down. I've seen on some like guideline paper to where you're supposed to like wipe everything down, and it needs to be saturated enough with the product, not diluted with water, but saturated enough with the product to where it can stay wet on the surface for about 4 minutes without us drying it. So I've been doing that, washing my hands, sanitizing when I was going to work, and doing everything to keep myself safe. I've been staying away from gatherings and all that. I don't understand y'all why y'all are still doing that, but I want to say to each their own, but I really want to tell y'all to sit down somewhere because it's not that serious. I've been doing that and basically just staying home with my family, with my parents, and enjoying this time with them, watching movies with them, baking cookies, talking. I've been talking to God. I'm about to hit the workout room in the house. And yeah, all I know is my mind is gonna be right, my body's gonna be right, and my spirit and my soul is gonna be right with God. And by the time this is all over with, y'all can have the partying and drinking and drugging and all that. Y'all can have that. I'm good over here eating, praying, and being safe and quarantined, because it's just not worth it. It's not worth my life. It's not worth my parents' life or my aunt's who has cancer. It's not worth my cousins and my aunts that have asthma. It's not worth it. It's really not, like, because I can be carrying it and not know it. So I have myself at home. I was feeling a little sick yesterday, so I'm taking proper precautions. I have my vitamins. I'm gonna show y'all what I have, which this one I've already been using. It's GNC Women's Ultra Mega and Energy Metabolism. It has a bunch of vitamins. It has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. I don't know how to pronounce this. Thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folic acid, vitamin B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, as calcium D, calcium, iron, iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese. Probably pronounced half of those wrong. I also have some ginger root, which is really good for your immune system. It lowers inflammation. It's good for cardiovascular health. It lowers the risk of cancer, and it eases cold or flu. Next, I have vitamin E, which is good for your immune health. It promotes eye health, and it prevents inflammation, and it's good for your skin as well. It's also a great antioxidant. Yes, it is, which helps prevent a lot of disease and fight off a lot of free radicals and things like that. Lastly, I have vitamin D3, which is good for your heart health. It's good for your bone health. It possibly prevents cancer. It's good for insulin control and lowers your blood pressure, and it's good for your mood, which we all need that right now to keep high spirits. And another thing about, like, when y'all go out and party and stuff and drink, y'all do realize that's lowering your immune system. I just want to leave that there. Smoking and drinking is also lowering your immune system. So instead of saying safe, you're saying, forget being safe. I'm still going to go possibly expose myself to a disease and drink and smoke, which is lowering my immune system while doing that. Make that make sense. Please, please, please.
Make it make sense.
Y'all are blowing me. That's all for this video today, guys. I hope I made you guys understand where I'm coming from. I don't want to step on any toes, but I kind of do, because y'all just need to get it. I don't understand. Y'all need to understand what's going on in the world. It's not the same times for y'all to keep doing the same things and having the same lifestyle. Y'all are so spoiled. And that's not what this is about. This is about us getting healthy as a whole, as a country. It's about the health of others. We got to stop being so self righteous and self-centered and selfish. That's all I have to say. Peace and love and light. Guys, like, I don't care if this message only reaches one person and only one person gains or grasps what I'm trying to say and they take the proper precautions. I just needed to get out there. And if you agree with me and you believe in what I'm saying, share this post, like, comment, and subscribe. I do Let's Talk videos, and I will be posting more of these types of videos. Share, get the message out to everyone. We need to take better care of self and devote more time to God.